Nifty is down about 60 odd points, really no major change in the last 1 hour or so. It's been absolutely subdued, absolutely flat. We are awaiting a lot of numbers. Names like PNB would be declaring numbers shortly. Crompton Consumer, which is the new listing, would also declare numbers today. And JSW Steel, these are the 2-3 big numbers that we would eye out for. MT Educare declared numbers yesterday. Numbers on the face of it are looking in slightly weak. The management is now joining us now joining us on a phone line. So if you could first start with the numbers. There was a more than 50% drop in the profitability. How would you essentially rate the quarter?
See, these are numbers which are on expected line. Basically, the fourth quarter traditionally for classroom is always weak. The first 3 quarters generally capture the entire growth of the classroom business. The 5 crore top bottom line that you see for the quarter is coming mainly the sale of the business in the new vertical called RoboMate. On the yearly numbers, if you really see, we have grown at a 26% rate on the top line. So revenues have grown to about 287 crores as compared to about 227 crores last year. So that's a growth of about 26.5% on a yearly basis, which is on expected lines. And the profit after tax is grown by about 25% to about 32.35 crores as compared to a normalized adjusted PAT of about 25.85 crores. And there's a dividend that the board has recommended of about 1.4 rupees, which takes up the entire dividend for the year to about 2 rupees per share. So basically the growth has come along expected lines, and the RoboMate as a new vertical has been contributing more and more to the entire top line and the bottom line growth.
Right. So the last time when we spoke, you said that, it'll largely be going ahead with technology-enabled classroom. That's what you're trying to say when you're saying RoboMate?
Exactly. So that's exactly what I said, and it's the story that continues. We are increasingly focusing on the technology-based initiatives, which includes RoboMate. So it's a product line which is right from the 6th standard to the 12th, and then extends to the competitive entrance examination like the IIT and the CA and the MBA. And this has been growing at a fantastic pace. So just to give you a sense, the overall count increase for the year, total service count, which is one of the important key metric for us, has touched about 153,000 as compared to 83,000 last year. So it's a very good jump that we have seen, and largely on account of RoboMate. Even if you exclude the RoboMate count increase, on a year-on-year basis, the classroom service count has also gone up by 21%, which essentially has contributed to the revenue growth of 26%. So even the classroom business count has been going up exactly as per the strategy, and the fee hikes have been in the single digits. So that's also on course.
So how does MT Educare invest further into there, or majority of the investments are done and now only growth will happen?
I think traditionally NT has been investing in the brick and mortar business, and only in the last couple of years we've started our focus more on content and the technology platform. So increasingly you will see brick and mortar expansion lower, and then we will basically sweat the existing assets like the increasing center utilization and stuff going forward. But the main growth and the investment is going to be done in the technology investments as well as the content. So content will be at the center stage. It will definitely help in both the classroom as well as the RoboMate business.
Right. So the other approach that the company has taken is result-oriented quality coaching. Does that continue to be the focus? Are you seeing growth over there, especially led by science?
Yes, it's at the center of our deliverables because we are very, very curriculum focused, as you know, and that's what actually helps the students. So we've been, if you remember, we informed that we have implemented flipped classroom methodology this year in our classrooms 15-16. So we are extending it now all the more to all our offerings in 16-17, and that's basically from a student perspective. So it is going to enhance student academic growth substantially. So with the help of assessments, with the help of analytics, with more and more focus on the student results rather than a monologue where teacher explains and the student doesn't really understand. This is going to be a two-way interactive kind of learning. So hence the results will be seen in the next 1 to 2 years.
Right. So how big an opportunity is the government skill development project?
Well, skill development has been also a major focus area, and as you rightly said, we are getting more and more projects from the government, various ministries, Manas, for example. These are all in ministries and in bodies who have taken upon themselves to do skill development in the entire country, and we focus that, and we are a big partner with the government. Next year, we are focusing almost about 45 to 50 crores of government business under skill development. We also do free coaching for the government, but that's besides. Skill development is going to be also a major focus area for us.
Right, so in skill development, what was the count this year? 50,000, 55,000?
No. So skill development has been almost about 15,000 this year, the executed number, and that is expected to go up by at least 30-40% next year. So that is the count purely on a skill development projects.
Right. So going ahead, next 2 years would be important. We can expect tremendous volume growth to come in because of expansion of Lux brand that is happening in Mumbai and other parts of Maharashtra. Also about the digital initiatives that you said and the training students under the government skill program that we just spoke. So all these three combined, we can see a good growth coming in terms of volumes.
Yes, these are basically the growth drivers, as you very rightly articulated. Science driven by the Lux brand, skill development, and a lot of Yuva initiatives happening on the CA side as well as the skill development side, and the RoboMate, which is basically the product business where we are selling content in retail as well as institutional. So these are the areas where you will see volume growth happening, and which will basically drive the revenue growth. So that's basically our focus here.
Right. So how tough is competition? I mean, realizations of pricing, will you have to lower that as soon as students increase, and would cost also come down like that?
Yeah, well, Classroom, we've always been ahead in terms of the premium. We are a premium price player, and we have been at the forefront of that. But going forward, there's a conscious decision of not as much as a price hike, but that's why the volumes are now picking up, and that also helps beyond a point. Whereas in the RoboMate retail business, we have kept our prices of products very, very competitive, which actually is now driving volumes. So in the RoboMate business, you will see lesser ticket size, higher volumes, whereas in Classroom fee, you will not see as much of fee hike as was done in the past. But volumes will be coming, like for example, Lakshya, our Karnataka business has been growing in terms of count. So you will see these kind of trends going forward as well.
Right. So what is the sort of, risk to this growth because of the faculty members? Can you just tell us what is the availability of faculty members, and, how essentially you would look at that?
Well, faculty members have always been at the center stage. They are the people who actually get students to us, and we have a strong 1,300 member pool of faculty members. We do have also some bench strength to take care of the attrition, but we have seen almost single-digit attrition in the past few years. So faculty is not an issue. They have been given shares in the company. They have been well taken care of, and they are at the forefront of content creation. So that's the least of our worries in terms of the quality of the content. We've always been very, very high quality content creation, and that's thanks to our vast pool of faculty members, seniors as well as junior teachers. So that's the least of our worries right now.
Right. So thank you so much for taking out time for us. Always a pleasure talking to you. That was the management of MT Educare giving a very bullish outlook on FY17. However, Q4 in terms of PAT was slightly on a miss. Autos have been in focus today.